Good evening and welcome back to Ipswich, and here we go again, and we are on this kind of like amazing run. Suddenly, having gone attacking, we find ourselves on, and we are just, well, doing very, very well at the moment. I can't explain what's happened. We're sitting in 6th at the moment. We have 2 games in hand on Manchester City, 2 games in hand on Tottenham, a game in hand on all the others. And so it's probably not as big a gap as we think. But hey, FJ, Stefan, happy to see you. So it's probably not as big a gap as it would seem. But it would be dependent on beating Brighton and then beating Derby and then beating Brentford and Leeds. Pick up 12 points from those 4 games. This table is going to look a lot different, and we might not even be far off the top if we can get 12 points and continue this run that we are on. Then who knows what is going to happen. I think it's time for the Europa League quarter-final draw. I was skipping on to the game. We'd come to Friday the 16th, and I thought we'd stop here and we'd go and have a look first at the draw. For the quarterfinals of the Europa League, we are still in that, and we'll advance it a little bit quicker. And then we will see who we are going to... There's a lot of big teams left in there. Bayern Munich, Roma, HSV, Fiorentina, Valencia. They're all big teams that are left. Chelsea will be away at HSV. Would it be funny if we end up against Chelsea in the final? We have drawn Chelsea in the semi-final of the Cup. And 4 very big teams left. I fancy it's going to be Bayern then, is it? We're at least home in the first leg. And we will be playing Bayern Munich for sure. Go on. No, it's Roma. It's Roma. Good evening, Kusik. Glad to have you here. So I'm going to guess we've got a chance. If we continue the way we're playing, we've got a chance in the quarterfinal of getting to the semi-final. What Bayern Munich are doing in the Europa League, though, I don't know. It's kind of like weird, that one. We're going to play against Roma. That's going to be tough. We're going to have to... Oh, we've got to do the draw for the semis as well. So this will be Bayern for sure. If we beat Roma, I'm pretty much guessing it's going to be Bayern after that. Girona or Valencia would be nice. But I just fancy it will be Bayern. Should we get through? It's HSV Chelsea. This one would be okay, I guess. A second semi-final against Chelsea, but it is going to be Bayern or Fiorentina, which will mean Bayern Munich. So with all these big teams left in, I guess Champions League qualification is not coming from the Europa League. I might be wrong, but I still, no matter how good we are playing at the moment, I still don't think that we are good enough to be winning the Europa League. Not with the quality of teams that are left in. And there are some very good teams in there. I'm very, very shocked. I'm very, very shocked at the quality of teams that are left. We have drawn against Bayern. We did have a very good 2-2 draw against Bayern in the group stage. So all is not lost, even at this stage. But that's a long way off. I think we need to focus on these next 4 fixtures. Play strong teams, because as many points as we can get from these games is what's going to be the difference in our season. And let's go and play against Brighton. The team that I've picked is strong. They were all rested from the previous game where we beat Fulham in the cup. So I think it is a fairly strong team. I've had to play Diamonde in midfield and brought Mane in at centre-back. And that's because I'm running short of defensive midfielders. And that is, it is looking like a problem. And we do need to get some defensive mids in. Timon, where's Finkgraf? Is he on the bench? Yeah, Finkgraf's on the bench. Bajcetic will probably have to go in at right back. And the rest of the bench looks decent. Problem I've got is that Dominguez and Grunbach, they are midfielders, defensive midfielders, but both of them are unhappy. They want to leave, and I've told them they'll be sold. I'm trying not to play them at this point in time. But I might have to call on them at some stage towards the end of the season. If we get more injuries in midfield, I will have to call on them. But we just need to see if we can beat Brighton for now. See what happens. Can we close the gap? That's the main thing. And would be good if we could close the gap, and I'd like that. So I'm going to stick with the team that I picked. I know he wants to rotate, but I want to play the team that is in form, really. Diamonde is on a 7. I don't know why he's not green for a 7. And the only other issue I have is at left back with Timon. He's not particularly in form, but he's doing well enough. So we will go into the game against Brighton. Can we close the gap? This is a big fixture. And I think we need to go out there and do well in this. And we will ask my assistant to do his stuff. He hasn't done much there. Lots of hard tacklings, lots of getting stuck in, and high line pushing up. We've got to beat them, and immediately we can see high up the pitch. And Brighton are like camped in their own penalty area at the moment. This is an attacking system. We can leak goals, as you've seen. We leaked 3 in the second half in the Europa League to draw 3-3, having been 3-0 up at half-time. It is a leaky defence, but as long as our forwards keep scoring the way they are, it doesn't really matter. So we got to just focus, keep going. We are the better team at the moment, although our XG is quite low, 0.1, and we don't have the possession. But that's because we are zipping it around, and sometimes we we have the possession, sometimes we don't. I'm not really worried about it. Need a goal though, boys. Desperately want a goal. Rua already on a yellow card. So this gets stuck in that's going on. We really are laying into teams at the moment. Ball into the box! And Winkler has made it 1-0. He has found himself. Now that we are attacking, Winkler has found himself. He has become a footballer. And it's really weird how this attacking tactic has just unleashed these players. They are just scoring for fun. Leaking goals, yes, but they don't seem to care about that. They just want to score goals. And they've got permission to go and do that now. And they are reaping the benefits. And how does that affect? We don't know yet, because there's going to be another highlight. Take the ball off him. Nicely done. We should see some sharp passing here. Gomes bringing it forward. Another thing we are doing is running at defences and putting them under pressure. Taking the ball off them quite easily. Winkler's in again and scores again. And it's 2-0. And this is getting insane. This is getting absolutely insane. With a win here, we will definitely be 5th, I think. Is it 5th we will go to? No, I think we'll stay in 6th, but we'll just be 3 points behind with a game in hand or something like that. We'll have a look now. And we are causing havoc. We'll be 4 points behind with a game in hand. We are closing the gap. We've got fixtures that we should be winning coming up and winning comfortably. So if we can get 12 points from these 4 games, that table is going to look very different. I don't know when the next Europa League comes in. I think we play 4 Premier League games in a row. So I think that the Europa League doesn't happen until after those 4 games are done. I could be wrong on that again. But this is a real opportunity to put pressure on City and Spurs and the one other team that is above us. Even Newcastle have dropped into 2nd. And it's just looking like we have a chance. And I would say, yeah, these teams are not too far away. In fact, none of them are too far away. If we can get the 12 points from these 4 games. And I'm going to tell them it's important to stay focused. Memories of... I'm also going to tell Winkler... No, I won't tell him he's playing well. Memories of that game. Can't remember which one it was that we... Hey, Luffy. That's really kind of you to let me know, mate. Thank you for letting me know. I'm happy that it helped. It's just sometimes just a little bit of thought, and you can turn things around. I'm happy, Lofi, that it helped. So 2-0 up. I'm perfectly happy to take the referee's whistle right now, and take the 3 points. But if we can get another few more goals, boys, I'll be much happier. We've lost the match momentum. And again, you can see that every team we're playing against is trying to go down the flanks against us. Look how much space we are leaving in these spaces. And they're all trying to get down there. And defensively, though, we've been absolutely solid. I think complacency has been the issue when we concede goals, both on my part and on the team's part. I haven't really been doing much in terms of input. But if the team gets complacent, they leak goals. Offside. Missouri was offside then. No whistle, though. Oh, it's a real chance. But I think we would have cheated them had that gone in. And we've got the match momentum back. We only lost it for 5 minutes. And we're definitely the better team. Our XG isn't brilliant, though. And I think I probably do need to make a couple of changes now. Just get some players rested. We'll go and check with our assistant. They did make their changes very early. It's interesting to see where they've made changes. They made changes up front. Midfield. I think they've brought on stronger players. I wonder if they were suffering from tiredness. They rotated and it didn't pay off. Missouri's not having a great game, so Badgetic can come on here. And I really want to rest the midfield if I can. João Gomez could probably do with the rest. Alex Scott can come on, fill in there. He's not the most natural volante, but he does a very, very good job. Mastantuono is looking tired. Velasco can come on there. And I'm going to leave it at that for now, because we do have a tendency to pick up injuries late in the games, and the way we're playing, I'm not surprised. But we are totally camped in their half. You can pretty much see we are camped in their half, forcing them back. They are like getting the highlights, or at least beginning the highlights. We need to turn the ball over if we can. That's nicely done. And then we are on the way, hopefully. Ruat probably needs to come off the hard tackling now. I'm also concerned we haven't had a red card with all this hard tackling and get stuck in that's going on. That's a beautiful pass. Velasco's in space. He's very fresh into Silva. Silva with the shot. It's 3-0. And I think that's now game over. Old Mumbo, it says in my version of the other save. It's incredible. It's crazy. Are you using this same system, Stefan? It's bonkers. And we are now 3-0 up. And, well, there's not much more that's left to do now. Collect the 3 points. Get in the dressing room. We'll take another goal or two. Badgetic, come on. We're just destroying them down the right-hand side now where we've made those changes. Badgetic, even at full-back. That was a poor shot. Who was that? Who was that? Nana. That was Silva. And it's time, I think, to make my last 2 changes. Newerton is gone. So Allende can come on here. And Finkgraf can come on for Timon. And then let's go and see this game out, boys. Let's not get an injury. 4-1-1-3-1 tactic sometimes. Well, maybe that it's what it needed, Stefan. We'd got a little bit dry, possibly. We were playing imbalanced, focus on defending well. Even the transfer windows were focused on defence. The next window, for sure, we have to bring in a couple of very good DMs to ramp up the defensive midfield. I think up front we are showing people now that we'll score goals at will. I think defensively it's quite solid. We've got 4 very good centre-backs. I think that midfield is the only issue that we have now. And there's another one. Is he offside? He looked a bit offside to me there, Silva. I don't think you're going to get that one given. He looked a bit offside to me. Don't often get these wrong. But he did look just a yard offside. Yeah. I think 4-0 would be a bit harsh on Brighton. Oh, he was very close. You can't even separate those 2 lines. I think 4-0 would be a bit harsh on Brighton. I think we've been good, but not that good. And as we come up to full time, we'll take this. It's part 1 of 4 parts that we need to get through. And that was probably the hardest of the 4 fixtures that we have to play, Brighton. This is setter. If we don't do this now, it's our own faults. So another good victory puts us 4 points behind. More importantly, I think 7th is a gateway into Europe. It puts us a little bit of a gap between us and 8th. So that's more important. Controversy? What controversy? After a refereeing performance that was poor, he didn't like the referee. Winkler is starting to play some football now. Bournemouth, shock result, beat Newcastle. Newcastle are slipping away, unfortunately, for Newcastle. They've been ousted off the top. And now Arsenal have opened a gap on them, and Newcastle have been pulled back into the supporting group. And looking at the schedule now, as this run goes on, Derby coming up. Oh, there's a 2-week break here. So we've got to skip through this and hopefully not get any injuries. I've got Chiesa, who's injured, a midfielder, DM. And hopefully he should be coming back during this international break. So it will be good to have him back so that then I don't have to turn to Dominguez or Grenbach. I just want them sold, and then I want to bring in a couple of very good defensive midfielders. My players, though, as well as they're playing, there's a lot of them being left out of their international squads, and they are playing regularly. Again, that's a part of the game that I can't make any sense of. Why would they be left out when we are absolutely flying? I believe even Winkler has been left out of the Argentina squad. He's just like at the top of his game, and it doesn't make any sense to me. But he'll be back. I think that's probably just so that I panic about work permits when they come up. So Diamonde, he still hopes that a team will come in for him. He wants to play for a better team. The only thing that will convince him is if we go on and win one of these competitions. And then he'll probably change his mind and decide we are a big team now. And the question is always, is a team going to come forward and pay 75 million for him? That is a big question. He's not my best centre-back now. Rualt is becoming the best centre-back that I have. And we'll see what happens with that one. He's not very comfortable running with the ball, Silva. So it might be to have a look at Silva's where is it? There he is. He's uncomfortable running with the ball, which is odd because he has dribbling of 17. His agility and balance is brilliant, and he's got good pace. So I'm not quite sure that. Does it say he remains uncomfortable when asked to run with the ball on a regular basis? Why is he uncomfortable? But I suppose we could tell him to just look for short passes in his... He's a very good passer of the ball. Is there a trait... Is there a trait that just tells him to look for the short pass? If we go and have a look at this, can we ask him? We're already on shorter passing. As a deep line forward, he's being asked to take more risks. Is he a good crosser of the ball? Not really. Playing him as a winger wouldn't make any sense if he's not comfortable running with the ball. He's an odd one. He's an oddball. but we'll just let him play his game. I think letting this team decide how they want to play is probably the best way to go about, not to inflict any rules on them. Just allow them. Who's this geezer? 19 years old. Whew, blimey, 83 million. It's not really what I'm looking for, but he would be a very, very good winger. It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a defensive mid. A really good Segunda Volante would be good, and a really good defensive midfielder. I would have a very strong midfield. We'd have an excellent attack from what I'm seeing. And defensively we remain pretty solid. Given that we are this attacking now, we are just continuing to be very, very solid. I don't have any youth players out on loan. I don't think so, that are going to be good enough to come in. Leighton Booker is a defensive midfielder. He's nowhere near ready yet. He is decent. He's a fullback. Sadat is someone I'm definitely keeping an eye on as a left winger. But being told he might not have there's not really anybody out on loan in the youth who's catching my eye in midfield. Let's get on to the next game. Derby. Derby are in... Are Derby doing well? Derby are in 19th. So again, this is a game. We are home. Oh, we do have to play Roma in the first leg in between this. So this might be a game that I want to rotate. Given that Roma's coming up. Although I don't think I need to rotate that much because we've got 5 days rest. Leeds is the game that I might have to rotate. Oh, Winkler did make it into the squad, did he? So he must have had a late call-up or something. Oh, I don't like these international breaks. It takes so long to get through the game. You should just go on holiday and see what happens when you get back. The youth players. Little bit better, I think, than we've had previously. Who's this boy? First touch 15, technique 15. He's got good vision for his age at 16. I like the look of him. I like the look of him. And who's this one? Centre back. 15 years old. He's only 5'9" though, bless him. We'll have to put him on the rack. I'm taking them off their individual training. I don't want them training too hard at the moment. If I want them training at all, I want them training penalties and corner kicks and stuff, because we are terrible at both of those things. Hey David, good to see you. Kaelactic. Hello, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I gotta remember to turn to look at the chat. Sometimes I just look at the screen and I don't turn away. I do have to remember to actually make an effort to look at the chat. So we are on this good run. We are doing extremely well. We have Derby. I would expect 3 points against Derby. Whether we will get them is another matter. But 3 points against Derby, that would take us within a point of Manchester City. I do like the look of this guy. I don't know what you guys think for a 16-year-old. I mean, he's not one of these Brazilian wonder kids, but there's certain attributes that he has that are very encouraging. His technique and his first touch will mean that he learns things quickly. I know, like him a lot. Silva is injured. Is he? When did he get injured? What happened to him? 2 to 4 weeks. Did I just pick that injury up and I didn't? Oh, yeah. He's injured on international duty. Oh, that's a bit of a blow. But he's not the greatest. Mastantuono can come in. So we have no choice but to handle it as best we can. And Mastantuono can play in that position, or Valesco. Both of them perfectly capable. Ah, that's a bigger blow. We're still getting injuries. And I have a small squad, especially in the Europa League. I think I've only got about 6 that can go on the bench at the moment. So we do have a pretty small squad when it comes to the Europa League. Giving Atom a game is a good idea. Badgetic can come in there. I don't have a problem with that. Badgetic coming in, that means that Diamande gets a rest. Scott Valesco and Mastantuono. I don't have a problem with that either. Gives these boys some game time. And it does mean we'll have a stronger team, I think. I do need to think about who can't play for Europe. Where's Mastantuono? He can go and play up top. So I've got Chiesa back. He can come onto the bench. So Arribas is still injured. Carcares is no problem. He can't play in Europe anyway. Dominguez not registered. Grembach not registered. We need to get some of these other ones back. Otherwise we're going to struggle. There's a few players on there who are not registered either. Who's that? Creative Newerton. He needs 1 more assist apparently to break some record. Let's hope it's this game. But I prefer a brace of goals if he can manage it. He is listed in his personality or his media, what the media call him, as a creative winger. And interesting. I don't often see that. Usually they're spirited or speedy or whatever else, but I don't often see creative as a listing for players. Grembach, he's just not interested. Yeah, it's it's something that when you are streaming, it's really quite hard to do. I should go through this list, shouldn't I? And just have a look to see if there's anybody on there. But I kind of think I don't have time to go through that list. It would be fun for us to go through that list, but I don't have time. I can't pin it either, can I? You used to be able to pin these or save as a note. I don't think you can do that anymore. No, I don't think you can do that anymore. He's 19. What a player. What? what a player. These are all very good players. I wonder if my DM is in there. Might find my DM in here, you never know. I just don't have time to go through them, which is unfortunate. I should actually go through them, but you guys will start complaining if I go through all those 50 players. We'll just have to see what my scouts come up with. When I finish the stream, it will have disappeared out of the email box, because the email box only lasts for 2 weeks. Right click the mail. You mean this one? Right click here. Nothing happens. Nothing's happening if I right click. Oh, Carcares is now a wonder kid. Number 26. I told you I liked the look of that boy. He wasn't a wonder kid when we signed him. Helena Costa is linked with the Oldman job. Are you actually resigning then? You don't want to resign? It used to be a way that you could pin this to your notes. Can we do this from here? There's nothing, I can't see anything that I can do to pin it. How do I do it then, Chaotic? Right click the mail is not working. Nothing I can do. Go to the mail thing and next to the search bar. Ah, save as a note. Aha. So now I can find it in my notes, can't I? Wherever my notes are. Yeah. Excellent. Brilliantly done. So after the save is done tonight, I can go and have a look through them. Thank you very much. I had no idea that was there. I've been playing this game like for 15 years. People still show me where things are. It's just a crazy game. Kieta can play for... what am I doing? He can play for 45 minutes, apparently, Kieta. Should I put him on the bench? We need to get him back fit. He is back on the bench. We need to get him fit again. So he might play some other game later. Liverpool have won, closing the gap. Come on, boys. Come on. It's only Derby. Let's go and do what we've been doing. Mane is not looking forward to his battle. I might tell him actually then to not tackle harder if he feels that his opponent is a little bit stronger. We can always take that off. And we will go and have a look at the opposition. I think Graf is injured. I don't know what he's doing on the bench. It's not a good idea to put him on the bench. I'm expecting today. Don't often tell them that, but today is a big game. We can get to within 1 point of the top five. We need to be scoring goals, boys. You also got Stadrens. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did check, Chaotic. It is actually stored in the notebook. So that's something I can do later on. Just go through those at my leisure. And it doesn't annoy you guys then when I'm taking like 45 minutes to go through all those players. And come on, boys. We've got to kill Derby today. We've really got to destroy Derby. Send a message to the bigger boys. Oh, we've scored, and Newerton has come up with the goods. I asked Newerton for goals, not assists. 1-0, and we're off again. The big question is, what's going to happen when we have to play Manchester City and Chelsea in the run-in? That's the big question. It's not these games. I suspect we will lose one of them, these easy games. And then probably pick up points against Manchester City. I mean, this is how FM operates. And it might even be this one that we lose, if I've got my team talk wrong. But I suspect one of these 4 easy games we will probably lose, as I'm really not paying attention to what's going on in the field. I'm just letting this team play as they want to now. Just play and get the ball forward as fast as possible, fizz it around, and overload the penalty area. That's all we're doing. And Scott's in again. Little cross. Oh, penalty, though. It's going to be a penalty. We don't have penalty takers in this team, which is why I do regularly in training do penalty taking. We have the worst penalty takers in the world, I think. But I think it probably will be Valesco taking this. I think, maybe. No, it's João Gomez. There's an example of we don't have the world's best penalty takers. And this happens a lot. We miss a lot of penalties. I do have to find a world-class penalty taker. But come on, boys. João Gomez probably needs to have a little bit of encouragement. Don't drop your head. Keep your head up, boy. He's gone down to a 6.1. But just needs a little bit of encouragement. He's quite composed still, despite the fact that he's having an awful game now. They lose 0.5 of a rating for missing a penalty. It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. Anybody can miss a penalty. So it doesn't mean that we have to rush to take him off. If he stays around 6-1, 6-2, he's not doing too bad. That's another penalty. I don't think it's a good idea for João Gomez to take it, but we shall allow João Gomez to decide. Is he up to it? Let's see if he's up to it. We did have 3 penalties scored in one game before. Is this we going to have 3 missed in this one? Is it going to be João Gomez again? Yes, it is. It's going to be Gomez again. This time he's put it in. And it is 2-0 now. And the amount of penalties we are getting in games is quite strange, to be perfectly honest. We had 3 in one game before, which Winkler dispatched all 3 of them for a hat-trick of penalties. And that was a 4-goal haul, wasn't it, he had that day? 3 of them penalties. He got a rating of 10 just on scoring 3 penalties, really. But I was hoping for a good start against Derby, and we've had a good start, and we're putting them under the cosh. Oh, it's too easy, boys, too easy. It is now 3-0, and Timon has scored from an impossible angle, and we're just taking them apart. Absolutely taking them apart, and this team love to attack. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that time in the box. Sometimes we can have, when we're attacking, up to 8 players in the box. There's just, they love attacking. Maston Twaino is having a great game. Newerton having a brilliant game too. Has Newerton got his assist? Nope, doesn't have the assist he needs yet. But it's pretty one-way traffic. Oof, he almost got his assist there. João Gomez is up. Oh, what's the matter with João Gomez now? He's complacent now. He's missed a penalty, scored one. He's complacent. We'll have a word with him at half-time. It's not acceptable. And that's what happens if you get complacent. You see, a donkey. Maston Twaino is also complacent. But we are always going to be vulnerable, especially out wide. We just don't have the cover out wide. But as long as we are scoring more than the opposition, it doesn't matter. I used to build my teams on defence. Now it's just all-out attack. I think I do need to have a word in his ear. 2 players who were complacent. They're not complacent now, though. A goal gone in, and they're not complacent anymore. And maybe because I told them I don't want to see it. So let's go out to the second half. Let's add another 2 goals. 5-1 always looks a lot better. That's crazy. Hey, how you doing? Winkler has been in outstanding form. He's just racking up goal after goal after goal at the moment. And he's still only, what, 22 now? He's just going to become world class. He's on the verge of it now. Just needs Silva to match him, and Silva started to play as well. Maston Twaino is becoming world class. They're all looking very, very good all of a sudden. And there it is. Valesco has made it 4-1. But Winkler is being rested today. We have Roma in the Europa League quarter-final coming up. So Winkler, Silva, they're having a rest today. Some of these boys are coming off in a minute. Because 4-1 now is game over. And we need to give some of these boys a rest as well. Mane will need a rest. Missouri. João Gomez for sure. Maston Twaino. They're all going to need a rest. Although they're not really struggling. They're not out of puff here, apart from Missouri. He's the only one who's out of puff. The rest of them are not struggling at all. And here's another chance. Go on, Missouri, take it on. Come on, let's get 5. It always looks better than 4. Who's coming for that ball? Joe Gomez. He's forgotten all about that missed penalty now. I think it's pretty much game done, so let's get some of these players off. And Mane is not having a very good game, actually. He can have a rest. So Diamande probably needs a little bit of game time. Atom can stay on. Timon and Missouri. I might actually put Atom here. Probably can't play there at all. And then bring Rualt on. What's his foot? I can't remember with him. But he prefers to be on the right all the time, doesn't he? Yeah, so we'll leave that as it is. Missouri needs to come off, so I'm going to put Rualt as the fullback on attack. Fanguero can come on for Missouri there, and Badgetic can go in at the back. And then Scott probably needs game time. He's doing all right anyway. Allende can come on for Newerton, who needs resting. And Mastantuono needs a rest as well. Actually, instead of Fanguero, I might have to undo some of those. Instead of Fanguero, Chiesa can come in here. And then Allende for Newerton. And Katara for Mastantuono. Just hope we don't get an injury. Hey, James, how are you doing? Did I say hello already? I didn't see you there, James. Oh, that's right, because you retracted your message earlier. But I haven't said hello to you, I don't think. So, good evening, my friend. Come on, I want more goals. I want more goals, boys. Allende, all I need is for Allende to prove he's a world-class free kick taker, as was touted around when I signed him. I think I think at the moment I'm not going to be happy until this team is successful. Even if I didn't stream it, I would continue it, playing it whenever I could, because I will not be happy now until this team is successful. And I think we discovered all that pain and all that hardship was just simply down to the fact that I wouldn't allow them to attack. And that's what they wanted to do. But how was I to know when we didn't look like we were a very good team at the time? And what I was thinking is we have to minimize goals conceded rather than think about outscoring teams, because we didn't look a very good team at the time. So how was I to know that the simple thing to do to turn them around was just go attacking? Couldn't possibly know. So it's taken desperation to actually find out. Oh, must be. Oh, come on, boys. You're making hard work of this. No, it must be. No, little cut back needed. You had 3 players waiting for the cut back. Making hard work of this, boys. So I can't see any harm in going on with it, James, to be honest. It's, it took them 20 years. I'm actually looking forward to the start of the Premier League. It's not that far away now. My fantasy league team I think, looks pretty good. Has he given another penalty there? That's the second time we've had 3 penalties in a game. Oh, he's off to his little TV. I think he's gone to order a Domino's pizza, hasn't he? For full time. Well, referee? What do you think in there? No penalty. So I thought it was going to be the second game that we had 3 penalties, but we're not given that time. I'd have given it. I thought it was a stonewall penalty. 4-1, not good enough for me, but with 25 attempts on goal, 4-1, nah. Not cutting it, boys. 4.88 XG. Should have been more like 6-1 or 7-1. But it was a heavily rotated team without our 2 main strikers. So we got to say that was good work. And we will have closed the gap now. We are just 1 point behind City, 3 points behind Tottenham and United, 5 points behind Newcastle. Anything could happen from here on in. Hard to see that Arsenal can be caught, but anything can happen from here on in. Happy that he scored at last. So let's rest them before this big game, because I've got a very thin squad here. They're all getting a rest. Allende as well. And then let's move on to Roma. So we've made a good start tonight, 3-0 and 4-1. Newcastle lost again. So Newcastle are finding it a real problem. Is top 4 a reality for this team now? Is Champions League about to beckon? 6 seasons in. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind going out of the Europa League now. I would not mind that at all. We could focus on the cup then and on the league. So if we go out against Roma, it's going to be a really... Did I win Manager of the Month, did I? Fantastic. I think I'm untouchable at the moment, aren't I? I think that, yeah, I got an A+. I'm untouchable at the moment. Look at all this green stuff here. It didn't always look like that, did it? Cameron Henry. I do know the name. He's a very good player. He could easily now come back in and play in the first team. 20 years old. He's got potential, this boy. His positioning needs tons of work. And his composure's not brilliant. Also, his work rate isn't great either. But terms of his overall, 6'5", he's good in the air, good tackler, makes good decisions, concentration's good. He's kind of like almost at first team level. I actually quite like him, James. I think what's his value? 20 million. Give him another couple of seasons, he might be worth 30 million. Someone from the youth academy being sold for 30 million is never a bad thing. Untouchable. A+ from the fans as well. What are the fans saying? Delighted with Silva. Disappointed. I think we're all disappointed with that result. Happy with the transfers. Everybody's happy around the club. There's an air of euphoria going on at the moment. Even I'm happy, which doesn't happen very often. But we still need to get a few more points, which is why we need really to do well in these 4 games that we have. Leeds up next. And then there's a lot of cup games before we play Burnley and Norwich, Brentford. We need tons of points. But I wouldn't mind going out of the Europa League at this stage. I think he's got a lot of improvement, James. I don't think he's ever going to be one of my favourite players. I don't think he's ever going to be one of the best centre-backs at the club. But he might be able to sit as a second reserve, sit in the squad as a second reserve, or we might cash in on him and get the money, which would also be very useful. But Champions League is a reality at the moment, with the other teams failing. Champions League is a reality. Oh, Meslier's out. Missouri's out. Which makes team selection quite interesting. Neves will have to play. But he's done quite well, Neves. Atom is suspended. Oh my God. All these players are not available. Missouri's injured now. Mane can come and play there. Rualt comes in here. Diamonde. He'll have to sit on the bench. Fanguero is not ready. I've got about 6 on the bench. I might have to leave it to... I might have to leave it to the assistant to decide, because he will bring people in that I didn't know you're allowed to bring in. He will do that for me. So Maston Twaino. And Silva's injured, of course, isn't he? Yeah. So it will have to be Scott. So I might actually just click on whatever my assistant decides, and he'll fill up the bench with people he finds in the car park. So he goes back now. Magically, we've got a full bench. I don't know how he manages to do this. Badgertich, I think, has to play. I'm going to play Badgertich instead of Scott. I think that he needs to play. But the thing is, if I play Badgertich, I've got no one to bring on as a right back, because the other right backs are already playing. So I think his team is pretty good apart from Mastantuono. I'm going to put Mastantuono on there for Allende. Although if he is a free kick specialist, let's go with the assistant. This is over 2 legs. Set to break the goals record. We have plundered 38 goals in the Europa League. The record is set by Liverpool. It's 45. 7 goals. Are we going to get it here today? I don't know why I'm getting this email now. Does the game know we're getting it here today or close? That would be a little insane. Oh, you're kidding me. I've got 2 players. Well, he's not important, but Velasco's really important. Look at this injury list. It's just growing and growing again. I can't see now how, with all these players getting injured, I don't know how we're going to keep this up. Our injury list is just getting silly. I think I've only got a squad of like 19 players now. So Silva, Grenbach, Atom is suspended. Mesley is injured. Velasco's injured. Katera has to play. It's getting harder and harder. Well, it's over 2 legs. We are at home, though, I think, in the first leg. So we're going to have to do well. Who is he? Centre mid 16. We have to send him on an English course. Patrick Perry. Mastantuono. Nah. He's got higher expectations of himself than that. We can praise Newerton's form, though. Caceres resumes full training. He can go onto the bench then. Except he's unregistered. Right, big game. Mastantuono's... What? Did I leave Mastantuono out? I did, didn't I? Why did I leave him out? He's injured, isn't he? No, looks fit to me. Let's get him in there then. Let's go. I've no idea who is sitting on the bench. I'll have to go around and introduce myself to them. 84 what, James? The media have given you a lot of credit. Let's go and put on a worthy display. I actually don't mind if we lose against Roma. With the squad diminishing, it will be good to get out of one competition. Our squad is getting smaller and smaller, and I'd possibly hope we could beat Chelsea in the semi-final of the Cup, go on and win the Cup then, why not? We are a goal up. Ruwald has made it 1-0. Despite our problems, the boys from the bench are just popping up. Oh, just inside the post. And it is 1-0. A squad number. I wish I had 84 players. The game could injure as many as it wanted them. I mean, look how far back we are pushing Roma. Roma are no mugs. We are just pushing them back. Oh, not very good. But that's a poor one. Find a pass. Look for the pass. He's going on his own. Look for the pass, you donkey. Go on, another goal from a set piece. Go on. Where's Ruwald? Newerton is running all over the place. What I didn't do, which I should do, I suppose, is go and have a word with my assistant. Oh, made the game reconfigure there. I mean, look how far Roma have been pushed back. We're totally obliterating them at the moment. Having said that, the better the opposition, the less chances they need. But they're not as good as us at the near post. If you were a player, James, or anybody else really, would you have a number that you would like to wear? I was always number 10. When I was playing at schoolboy level, I always wore the number 10 shirt. We didn't have a number 10 in those days. Number 10 was for an inside left. And but that was my number. I played as an inside left. And then after roles and whatever came in and numbers were allocated for roles, I just continued playing with the number 10. Have you got like a number that you would like to wear if you were playing? So Newerton's taking a knock now. He can't play on that side. Allende can. Come on, boys. We need to do better than this. We need more goals because they will score one in the end. Oh, we have got a big break on. Oh, referee. Send him off. We had a huge break on there. Talk about a professional foul. Still 1-0. I need to get these boys fit. If we can get these boys fit before the end of the season, we might be impossible to stop. But we've got to survive somehow until we can get them fit again. But this is closer than I would like. But Roma are a very, very good team. And if we think that we're just going to walk over Roma, that's not going to happen. 10 was my main one as an attacking mid. We didn't have attacking mids in my day. We just had... Inside right was number 8. Inside left was number 10. The left winger was 11. Centre forward 9. And right winger was number 7. It's very standard traditional numbering. The halfbacks were 4 and 6. And then we had Stefan had number 17. Was there any reason why number 17? Did you like 17? What is this at the side? What if I click that? That's from this. That's coming off the other monitor. Ah, that's better. So if I click that, I don't want to click anything and cause a problem. Go on, Manny. Go on, son. Go for a stroll. Not very clever, though. Oh, Winkler. He doesn't miss those gifts. He doesn't miss those gifts. It's 2-0. Roll over Roma. If we can get another one, boys, 3-0, it would be almost impossible to turn around. What a dreadful error. And you don't do that to Winkler. He's going to gobble that up. I don't know how to make these substitutions now. Not quite sure who's on the bench. Winkler has to go on, even though he's tired. Katera could come on, though. Let's go and... see what I can do here. Roma haven't done anything yet. Oh boy. Just got to think about main players. So I could move Scott. Not a good idea. Chiesa can come on for Scott. Bring somebody on fit in midfield. I might actually change both midfielders, and Bajcetic can come on. We'll swap those round. We'll strengthen the defence. Missouri can come on at right back, and I've got one more. We'll leave that one until the end. Strengthen up the midfield, I think. Although you can see again where Roma are trying to focus their attacks. We are so narrow at the back. Look at the space out wide. Some team is going to catch us out big time soon. Come on, take the ball off them. Where's the get stuck in I've asked for? Good tackle. Now then, quick break. There's the pass, Timon. You can see it. Oh, you donkey. The pass was begging to be played. Thought that was going to be the sending off then. We are due a sending off. Oh, it's 2-1 now. It's not so comfortable. Ah, boys, focus. FM just does this to us. Somebody else is out of it now. Allende. I don't have a left winger. Yes, I do. Arribas can come on. Timon's also tired, but I trust Timon out there. So 2-1, probably deserved to win, but it's too close for my liking going away to Roma. But if we play like we do, then there's no reason why we can't beat them 2-1 away. Or at least get a draw. It's about scoring goals, and if we don't score goals, we will lose. Oh, what a run. Bajcetic, where are you going, Sam? And there's another example. If we don't put those away, it makes it very, very tricky. Especially against better teams. Although it does seem that the better the team, the better we do. And I think that's because they don't sit back. Oh. Can we get a break on here? No. I think we've been lucky. But given the side that I had to choose from, we'll take a little bit of luck. I'll say it's a good win. I'm going to say we didn't play as well as we can, but a win is a win. Because it was a very weakened team. With all the injuries we had, it's just so weakened. And another one. See, he said Mane was not good enough for an international call, Mourinho, but he's come to have a look at it. So now we got another one out. How are we going to cope with all these injuries? It's just bonkers. Right, let's give all these boys a rest. I think I'm looking at bringing in Grenbach and Dominguez. But they can't play in Europe, so they'd have to play in the Prem. And at the moment, the next game is the Cup. No, it isn't. It's Leeds. This is not easy. I may have to play one of them, Dominguez maybe, in this game, just to give the two midfielders I'm using a break. I don't think I'm going to get anybody back before the game. Absolutely, James. I mean, Roma are no mugs. Absolutely no mugs. I'm going to take a 2-1 win against them. As I said, I don't even mind if we go out at this stage. With the injuries we've got, we're in 3 competitions. We just can't cope with it. And I'd rather focus on 2 than just lose all of them. So I don't mind losing if that's what happens. We will be back in Europe, but this season we have other things to focus on. I'd like to beat Chelsea in the Cup and get to the final. I think I have a good record in finals. Yeah, as well as Bayern Munich, James. We've got Bayern Munich in the other quarterfinal, one of the other quarterfinals. We will meet Bayern Munich in the semi if we beat Roma. I'm actually going to go along with that, and then I'm just going to go and have a look. I'm going to play Bajcetic, give Diamonde a rest. And I'm going to play Dominguez. Although he doesn't like that role, does he? Carcares can come back on the bench. We'll sort out the bench in a minute. Fanguero might be someone that we can think about playing there. Newerton is injured. It's risky. Arribas better than Newerton. Grunback. So Dominguez. Missouri. Got Velasco, Silva, Meslier. Finkgraf. And I'm going to play Atom. So Rualt can stay on the bench. Diamonde can be the centre-back. João Gomez. Dominguez. I'm going to play Katara instead of Scott. Chiesa. Got 2 of my 4 strikers are injured. Velasco is injured, isn't he? So central midfielder Brian Collins, he's not even a centre mid, has shown a remarkable improvement in his attitude. Good. So what do we like to hear? Who is he? Is he one of the fans? Well, how many have we won in a row now? Tonight, have we won 4 in a row? No, 3 in a row so far. Leeds, come on boys, we've got to be able to beat Leeds. The way we're playing, we just keep this up. Is this, though, the Premier League result that I'm fearing? At some point, we're going to lose one. Arribas resumes training. Well, we've already put him on the bench, haven't we? Humphreys, 19-year-old wonder kid. Oh, he looks like a right back of the future. 59 million, though. He definitely looks like a right back of the future to me. I think we need to put him in youngsters. That's in my other save. Very nice. I don't know why my scouts are suddenly finding tons of wonder kids. Really don't know why that's happening. Helena Costa is just a very, very good director. Or what is she, chief scout? She's just a very, very good chief scout. It looks a bit weak, this team, but for the sake of rotation and for the sake of players not getting injured, we've got to go with rotation. Go out there and impress me, boys. It's Leeds. It's not anybody you should fear. We don't do that nonsense. Come on, boys. Come on. This is a big, big game. 3 points here. We could go up into 5th above City. Now, is this the one then? Because FM's going to want to make this tight. So is this the one that we don't win? It could be a draw where we don't then go above City. Offered her a new contract, but Oldham is still hanging on. Oldham. Yeah, this could well be the one. This could be the one that we lose because we're too close now to City. FM is a strange monster. A very, very strange beast. I just suddenly looked at the table. We had a game in hand. And of course, it's just going to keep it tight for now. So this is the game I predicted we would lose heavily. In terms of the real league, which are the two that you think will stay up then, James? I think it will be tough for all three of them. I'm interested to hear what you think, who the clubs that have got a chance of staying up. The Leeds, I think, are probably one of them. Am I right? Yeah, you see, we're not going to win this one. We were banging those in regularly, and now suddenly we're missing them. So this is the game we're going to lose. It's usually the 5th game, isn't it? But this time it's the 4th. Let's shout at them. Both forwards are dreadful. I think United will be okay. I think United will have a better season than they had last year. I think we're looking at probably 11th or 10th for United. That's my guess. But they brought in Cunha and Mbuemo. I think that's going to improve things. They're two good number 10s to play. And if Hoyle and... see, we were banging those in for fun not so long ago. Now it's not happening. Oh, this is an FM game. Yeah, he will go though, James. But we're desperately crying out for a midfielder. We need a midfielder. And I don't know why United are so reluctant to buy midfielders. They keep buying number 10s all the time. But get a good, decent midfielder in there. That's what we need. We have been the better team here. But it's just not going to be our day. And I did suspect we would lose one of these. I called it at the start of the episode. And unless we shape up in front of goal, we're not going to win this one. Oh, but something's happened there, and Mastantueno's got us level. But I still don't fancy it. Finally, that ball bobbled around like crazy. Yeah, Visser might go. Brentford will have a tough season. I've actually, I'm really considering Damsgaard in my fantasy Premier League team because he's like the only player who will be left for Brentford, and he's going to be the main man in terms of setting things up for them, the main creative man. So even though they won't do well, they're still going to score goals, and I'm really considering Damsgaard as an option for my FPL team. I haven't made my mind up on him yet. Kudos is still an option, but I'm not too sure about him. But the team is taking shape. Are you guys going with Haaland and Salah, or just Haaland, or just Salah? What are you guys up to in terms of the... I'm not playing Haaland. Major big decision has already been made. I'm not having Haaland in my team. I think I'm far from pleased. Far from pleased. I think that's all that needs to be said, boys. I mean, we've been much the better team. We've had all the possession. We've created most of the chances. We're just in one of those games we can't score. But all is not lost. I have a habit of team talks that turn things around at the moment. Oh, come on, boys. Why are you suddenly hitting the bar and stuff? Winkler's gone off the boil as well. He hasn't scored for a couple of games, Winkler. Okay, it's time to get some of these Herberts off. Timon's poor. Missouri needs to ease off the tacos. Winkler's not having his best game ever. Mastantuono can go here. Katara can come here. Scott can come in here. In fact, might be better to do it that way. No, doesn't make any difference. Come on, boys. Turn this game around. Yeah, we'll be still 1 point behind. We'll still have a game in hand, though. That's why it's not letting me win this at the moment. Come on, boys. Who is going to get the winner? Who's getting the manager's cup of tea session after? Not you. Who's going to be sitting down with the manager, supping a cup of tea, enjoying? Missouri is tired, so it's not going to be him. Badgertich is tired. I'm going to play Money. Okay, let's go. Let's give him a shout as well. Oh, 1-1. Not what I wanted. Not against 17th place Leeds. We've got bigger challenges coming up than this. This is not good enough, boys. We could have gone into the Champions League spots. Isak and Salah. I'm not even quite sure where Isak's going to be at the moment. It looks like Isak is going to move. I hear that one day, and then the next day I hear he's staying. Not even sure where Isak's going to be. It's a bit risky to put in the fantasy team at the moment because it'll be on his mind. Where am I going to be? Manager choice will be slot. Hey Kagri, how are you doing, my friend? I'm good. Hope you are well. Come on, boys. Is there a late winner here? Have I got any more subs to make? No. Need this late winner, boys. You haven't played well today. Who's going to get it? Nobody. Come on, win the second ball. We got a man free in midfield. There we go. João Gomez on to Scott. Lovely pass. Terrible pass. Stopped and let Leeds win. Oh, I did not need this right at this point in time. It was Atom. He just stopped. Scott's pass was terrible. Atom, stop running. Oh, this is bad news. Yeah, it's all out attacking, FJ. But we've been beaten and it had to come. I did predict we would lose. We had 4 easy games and we're not going to be allowed to win all 4 of them. And so I did predict we would lose one of them, and we have lost one now. FM's a little too easy to predict sometimes. So we got that right. But it does bode well for Roma, because we don't often lose twice now. We don't often lose twice in a row. So they are... there's really no excuses for that. But that does... Oh, it sends us down to 6th, actually, because that was really a bad performance then. Now we're only playing for 5th. That is a bad performance. That's cost us the season. And, well, now maybe I have to turn my attention off the Premier League. And we have to turn our attention back to the Europa League. Just a 2-1. But this defeat bodes well. We don't often lose 2 in a row. You can see we don't lose 2 in a row. In fact, we haven't lost 2 in a row since the 12th of August and the 19th of August. So we don't often lose 2 in a row. So that bodes well for Roma, which hopefully will see us through. And then all we have to do is beat Bayern Munich. All we have to do. And we still got Chelsea in the cup semi-final, but I don't feel very confident about that now. If we can't beat Leeds, we're not going to beat Chelsea. We'll call that a one-off. But I hope they're not going to collapse now. I hope it's not the time where I've got to change the tactic. I hope they're not going to collapse. Yeah, I'll go along with that team. I'd like to have Silva back. Not quite sure when he's going to be back. Is he on the bench? He shouldn't be on the bench. That's crazy. He's still out for 2 weeks. Newerton shouldn't be on the bench. Or he can be on the bench. We're still waiting for that. We're 5 goals short of the record. But we're going to have to beat Roma in order to break it, because I don't think we're going to get 5 today. Hey, Drawer, how you doing? I'm pretty good. Currently in my 15th season as Newcastle manager. FM in a nutshell, yep. I mean, that was a perfect FM in a nutshell. There was no way we were going to be allowed to win all 4 of those easy games. We had to lose 1, and we've lost that 1 now. Right, we need a big game from everybody today. Newerton. Allende, we need a big game. Lots of our big players are not here. Mastantuono was just a 4-star just now, wasn't he? What happened to that? He's gone down to 3-star. So quick it changes in this game. We've only lost 1 game and he's gone down half a star. Not quite sure why that should be, but hey ho, it is what it is. They're still the same players. We got nothing to lose. Go out there and win, basically. Just score goals and you will win, boys. Start it in the barn, all that sort of shit, and then we will lose. Hitting the bar, missing penalties is not helpful. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to go out at this stage. It's because the squad is suffering. And we need to stop playing too much. Like, I was begging for not to be in Europe for a season. But we kept getting into Europe. So now I don't mind if we go out. I'll be happy if we get through, but I don't mind if we go out. And we have the first highlight, but it's over the bar. Ipswich must have really loved that Newcastle sale. Go on, you're in. One of those crosses that we are deadly from now. Penalties. That's never a penalty, but we'll take it. Don't go missing penalties now, boys. That was a perfectly good tackle, that was. I would have never seen that as a penalty. Who is it taking it? Should be Winkler, is it? No, it's Allende's. Allende has scored. And we are ahead. And now it's 3-1. Now this is interesting. 15 seasons. I'm still at the end of season 6, I am. The real-life preliminary games in Europe. I think the level dropped this year because of the intense heat. Which preliminary games are you talking about, Draw? The only football I've been watching is the Club World Cup, which I didn't watch much of, and then the women's Euros, which I quite enjoyed, actually. So which ones are you talking about, Draw? I mean, yeah, heat wave will have an effect. Oh, those ones. Haven't followed them. The teams are usually so small that I don't usually follow those. Was there anything interesting to come out of it? You think the standard was pretty low, but it could be the heat wave. I mean, it's obviously not pleasant. It's not pleasant for them playing in the cricket series at the moment. One or two players were really suffering, and I believe that one player had to go off for severe cramps today. It's just so humid. And it's 1-1. It's 2-3. Slow. It could be due to the heat. I think, was it Duckett that had to go off in the test today? His leg muscles just gave up, and I think that's humidity and heat. More humidity. It's been muggy. It's really muggy around here now. Like, so humid. Like, feels like there's a thunderstorm coming. So it's kind of, yeah, might be something to do with that. It's all very close. We haven't had the ball at all. And we haven't been very good. But it's very, very close. Our XG is slightly better than Roma's. And we are still ahead. Things are going well, but you're capable of even better. There's just so much hard tackling going on. Nobody's on a yellow card, though. Well, it wouldn't be bad to have summer for 4 or 5 years. Like, no winter. Be lovely. Oh, come on, FM. Hitting the bar again. I think, I mean, it's... Call me a conspiracy theorist, but it's global warming. It's we know the planet is heating up. And it's going to get hotter. It's not going to get cooler. And what's more, there's going to be lots of freak weather events as well coming up in the next 10 years. It's going to be... The weather's changing. We know that. Just going to have to find ways to deal with it. And, like, sports people are just drinking all the time. Well, I mean, not drinking all the time. They're taking a lot of drinks breaks now, much, much more than they used to. It's just hot now. Come on, boys. You're better. Oh, it's 2-1 down now, is it? Yep, 2-1 down. We are going to lose this here. I actually don't mind. that sometimes happens. It's so attacking, even from set pieces. We're just dreadfully attacking. That's offside. He was actually offside. He'd gone into my half. Yeah, we suddenly stopped playing, James. We just suddenly stopped playing. We're not out of it yet, though. I don't know who I'm going to get to type mark him yet. See, we started missing, like really missing dreadfully. And I think it's because of all the injuries. We've just had far too many injuries. Now, where does that boy play then? Look at this. Oh, this is getting harder and harder. Kieta can come on there. Last throw of the dice. I mean, we're not out of it yet. It's 3-3 at the moment. So we're not out of it. But if it comes down to penalties, we will be. Oh my God, we're so bad at penalties. Two forwards are out on their feet. Nothing I can do to help them, though. My other two forwards are both injured. Oh, go on, you're in. Now then, show us your quality, Mastantueno. Oh, what? It's just not going to be our day, is it? They break away like that and score. We break away and it goes over the bar. It's not our day. And are we going to lose 2 in a row here? Oh, come on, FM. I can't cope with any more injuries and I can't make any subs, can I? This is just silly. I can't make a sub, can I? What's wrong with him now? Broken leg, probably. Can I make sub? No. I don't have a midfielder. Well, that's done it for sure. Now, when the game gets like this, James, I just don't. I'm not fighting it anymore. It does what it likes. It's determined to do this shit, so I'm not gonna fight it. Where's Diamonde going? He thinks he's a right winger. Does he? Oh, we've scored. You're kidding me. Now we're just going to pack the defence. I actually want to go and have a look at the replay. Diamonde thought he was a right winger. Oh no, this is crazy stuff. FM, I don't believe you. I refuse to believe you. I think we should. I think we should do something a bit like that. I think we need to go defensive. I can't think of anything else. I don't believe you, FM. I just don't believe you. That's just nuts. That's just nuts. And I just still don't have a player. I'm a player down again. This is just bonkers. 3 weeks. And it will be Bayern in the semi-final. And Chelsea through. Who else is through? Yeah, Chelsea, Valencia, Ipswich and Bayern. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I don't know how we've done that. That to me is FM just messing about, playing its own game. I don't know what that was about. Except that even though we've gone through, we've got another injury out of it. He should be back soon, shouldn't he? Meslier's out long term, still another 2 weeks. Valesco, another 2 weeks. And we have the Cup semi-final to come. And that is where we will begin next time. With the Cup semi-final. Against Chelsea. And then we've got 2 Premier League games we have to win. If we don't win them, we might as well call it a day. Because 6th may be enough for the Conference League. Definitely not Europa League. We need 5th or 4th. And at the moment we are 9 points away from 4th. We do have a game in hand. But games are running out now. 5 games to go. Unless we start winning and stop this losing streak. Everything was so rosy. Until Leeds. And then it's fallen apart. Is it time to change the tactic, I wonder? So, thank you for coming along, guys. If you haven't given us a like already, go on, give us a like. Be generous, give us a like. There's only 11 likes. I've had 161 people in. Only 11 likes at the moment. It's very discouraging. So give us a like. I know I don't remind you and it's easy to forget. So that will help the channel a lot if you could do that before we go. And thanks for coming along. It's very hot in here. I hope we're not going to go into another phase where we're going to have that horrible humid weather, because I won't be able to stream in those conditions. I'm actually sweating and feeling very humid at the moment. But I hope we're going to get a bit of rain tonight. I really hope so, to clear the air. And we'll be back on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Oh, actually, I'm just thinking when... Let me just check. Where are we here? Yeah, I will be back on Sunday. And we will continue this. I might even do a surprise one tomorrow. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll do a surprise one tomorrow. And we'll get through this season in the next 2 episodes, I think. And we'll see what happens as we go into the transfer window. So, thanks, guys. I shall see you very soon, either tomorrow or Sunday. Be safe. Take care. Big games coming up. Very, very big games coming up. See you soon.